And guys, on to the craziest high-speed chase I think I've ever seen. Something straight out of a movie last night. A woman with 2 dogs on her lap whipping through the streets of LA in an RV. Absolutely incredible footage there. I want to go to Adrian Bankert, who's in Los Angeles with more. Adrian, what in the world was she running from? What happened?
You know what? It's interesting because even the helicopter pilot was saying that this was the strangest police pursuit he'd ever seen in his career. I think a lot of people would join in that sentiment. But we don't exactly know what her motive was in running away. We do know that she was stopped, or there was an attempted stop, but she had a failure to yield. So she did not yield to law enforcement trying to pull her over initially. Yeah, it became a little crazy here on the streets of Los Angeles, specifically the San Fernando Valley. I mean, we're talking about zipping and turning and high speeds over 70 miles per hour on residential streets through some upscale neighborhoods. She drove through Tarzana, Reseda, parts of Woodland Hills, Northridge, and she just kept on driving, eventually striking several vehicles. The CHP, the California Highway Patrol, tells us that she hit a total of 6 vehicles.
Wow.
And from the helicopter footage, you can see how strong the impact was when she struck those vehicles with this massive 20-foot RV. I mean, imagining how hard it is to navigate that kind of a vehicle in any kind of conditions, let alone at high speeds on surface streets. We do know that 2 people were sent to the hospital with injuries resulting from her hitting them in their vehicles. She also ran into a palm tree. At one point, you saw the side of the RV ripped away because of the impact. She was trying to navigate out of a parking lot where it looked like she hit a dead end, and officers were going to be able to get her under control, but she was able to narrowly escape, taking turns dangerously, hitting poles, hitting cars that were parked. Eventually, she crashes, and one of the most nail-biting moments was when you saw a man crawl out of his vehicle that she had just struck in a driveway, and he is huddled, hurt on the ground, trying to stay in position before officers arrived to administer some medical aid because he was obviously injured. But she bails out of the vehicle on foot, runs up to the gate of a home, and that's when officers are able to take her down, tackling her to the ground. It's just a wild scene, and we see police pursuits and high-speed pursuits all the time in Los Angeles, but this one takes the cake. Kimberly?
Yeah, Adrian, I have to ask you about the dogs. I mean, another shocking moment from this entire chase. Yeah. Are the dogs jumping out of the front of the RV and just rolling on the ground before it walks off? Were they okay?
Yes, the 2 dogs are okay. I'm happy to tell you. The dogs were not harmed. It was just bizarre to see these 2 dogs sitting in her lap. First of all, they are so large, and you can see through the window or the lack of windshield at some point because the windshield was taken off the car, and you saw the dogs sticking their head out of the hole that was left from that windshield being removed. Did not look like lap dogs, first of all. And then you saw one of those animals fall or jump from that moving RV. She seemed to slow down a little bit. At one point, the helicopter pilot actually makes mention that she might be making a U-turn to try to go back and find that animal, but she kept on going. That animal was found, and then the second animal stayed with her the entire time, even running alongside of her when she jumped out on foot.
All right, Adrian, thank you for the updates. Still unbelievable. I don't care how many times you watch it. That is crazy footage. Thank you so much.
It is. I do have to tell you one thing, Kimberly, before we go, so that people at home know, she is now being held on suspicion of several felony charges, including, you mentioned the dogs, animal cruelty.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Just unbelievable. Thank you so much. We appreciate the updates.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.